Picked up these Blackweb 7.1 surround sound PC gaming headphones. I like to be able to isolate myself from the other noise around me. And this is actually the headphones. And for one, I like the length of the cord. I mean, this cord is probably 2 meters. It's a really nice long cord. The bad thing is it's a nylon coated cord, and I have issues with natural fibers. I'd be better off with the rubber. Another thing is this is a controller to mute the microphone and for the volume control. The volume control literally 1, 2, 3 to go all the way around 3/4 of a turn, I'm sure, on the wheel. It's really hard if you want to go all the way mute. It's really hard to do it. This is big, probably because of the size of that wheel. It would be nice to just have a mute button as well as the volume control, not only for the mic but also for the speakers. It's USB, which I like. The only thing is on all my laptops, I have one on the left side and 2 on the right side, and being right-handed, my mouse is on the right side, and I hate having a cord plugged in on the right side. And typically my USB 3, I have this same computer. This isn't mine. This is Mom's. This is the USB 3, and this is the HDMI, and then there's 2 USB 2 over here. I have a hub on my USB 3 so that I can use my USB 3 external drives, etc. But let's get back to these. Another switch that would be wonderful would be to turn off this LEDs, because this light on the mic, I can actually see it when I have the headphones on. One plus, these actually have pretty good foam in the ear pads, and actually isolate quite a bit, probably 15 decibels, maybe a little more. I don't see what the issue is, why they can't make them more like the construction sound dampening headphones. They make them with interchangeable ear pads, and literally I've found them online. They call them study aids for kids, and they're 30 decibel sound reduction without having a noise canceling or anything else, just because of the ear pad. Although this does do pretty good. I like how they're doing the R and the L, although it seems that all of them are. I was actually looking at some other websites this morning. Plantronics has some, but these are 50mm 7.1 surround sound, and theirs were Dolby Atmos with a 40mm, and these were $45 at Walmart. Something that I liked because I can actually go to the store and get it. Walmart's the closest store. I don't particularly care for them. Best Buy is the next nearest place. I don't really care for Best Buy either. Back to the headphones. These say that they're adjustable, and they are. If you look, that's the adjustment. It pulls for a bigger head. Well, I have a small head. I wear a 6 7/8 to a 7 hat size, and putting these on, they're too loose and they can't be adjusted any tighter for my smaller head. And it seems that instead of sitting on around my ears, my ear is pushing up to do this. Also, another thing that I've never understood is I have a cheap set of Koss headphones. They actually have really rotten sound quality. They don't dampen the sound at all, but they're a D shape, taller than they are front to back, so they actually fit the ear better. Having just a circle like what these are, just to me, is senseless, since the ear, while it is rounded, it's not round. The D shape on the Koss were great. It's just they have very, very poor audio quality and very they don't, not all the outside sound comes through. I broke them. They were $20, but I broke them, and I actually would like something better. Plantronics, I liked their headset. I've had them before, and I just haven't had very much luck finding a headset that that I'm comfortable with, and I like to be able to actually buy something locally. Here's the instructions, and it says right here, number 5, headset adjustment, but there is no adjustment. I guess if you loosened it, but it really doesn't look like you could tighten it much. I'm just not happy with it. I had to unplug it from my PC. I left it on last night, and the light, the LED, all it would need would be a switch. And this, like I said, I see this in my peripheral vision, even with it retracted. I've never even pulled it out. I'm taking this back. I just was not happy with it. The only thing that I did like was they're fairly comfortable, except for the fact that they don't stay on my head where I'd like them, and the length of the cord, although I had to put it on the right side or through my hub to do it. I just really not satisfied with this, but I guess you get what you pay for, and for $45 at Walmart, not really something to be impressed with. I would love to have some v-moda, I believe it is. I looked at theirs. They have a really nice Bluetooth or corded, and it's a headset for listening more than it is, but you can get a mic to go with it that the cord plugs in. If you're using the power cord, it goes between the two, or without if not. I'm unplugging this now. I probably shouldn't have left my computer on last night. I ended up turning it off, but I didn't like the fact that this was so bright, that is LEDs, that I couldn't rest. One cool thing, I guess, I don't know how important it is, but the USB actually came with a cover on it, and it does have the Velcro for the strap. I much prefer the flat cable, the Note oh geez, can't think of the word. The no-tangle cable, and this just seems excessive to me, having the nylon. It's just more plastic that is basically wasted, and it has, I'm sure, a different recycling property than, for example, the wire housing otherwise. But yeah, I just wasn't really pleased with these. Actually, I wasn't happy at all. I will be taking these back. I do have the receipt. And like I said, I much prefer shopping locally than shopping online. I know it's cheaper to shop online. Everybody says it's better to shop online. But I just... how do you return stuff if it's online? And I'm real picky about comfort on something like this. I actually really like the comfort on the Koss, but they're just a cheap set of headphones. But they're, in terms of comfort, they're great. I wish they were a little bit better quality, but they're not. But I just wanted to cover this. I'm still looking for a good, comfortable headset, and like I said, I can't afford the v-moda. I couldn't actually afford these. Well, I could, but I can't really justify them for as uncomfortable as they are to me. There are just too many issues for me to be comfortable with it. Oh, one other thing, that control is, in my opinion, about 6 inches too close to the headset. It's really hard to, it's not a comfortable place to reach and grab to adjust the volume. And for some reason, it, in my opinion, faces the wrong way. It faces kind of forward and left. And I'd rather it face right, because I reach over with my right hand to adjust it, because I am right-handed. Just the many issues. Like I said, the sound dampening, the natural sound dampening from the foam in the ear pads is nice. They're not replaceable, which is kind of a downfall. Not many are actually replaceable, to be honest. But, I mean, they're good. They're just not good for me. Having the weight of the headphone pressing down on the top of my ears, it just wasn't comfortable. Within less than a minute, I wasn't happy with them, and I played with it. I watched a movie with it last night, and I just couldn't be comfortable with the feel of the whole thing. I need more adjustment than what they give, and they must think that everybody just has a huge head. But this is just me ranting about a product that I'm not happy with. Just kind of a side note on this. I actually have a Blackweb hub. My USB 3 powered hub is a Blackweb. It was like $35. It's a lot smaller than this, and I've had no problems whatsoever with that. Actually, I take that back. I've had one problem with that. If it's not plugged in, it does not. The USB doesn't work as well as the power, but that's the only problem I had about it. But yeah, I can't have like if it comes unplugged or the power goes off, I can't use my externals via the hub where they should work even without the hubs. But yeah, this is going back. It's back in the box. I just not happy with it. I was really kind of excited to find a 50mm driver surround sound headset for under 50 bucks, and then to come to find out that it just does not work for me is another issue. So I'm gonna stay on my search. Like I said, I can't afford the v-moda. 350 bucks for the one I was looking at, which was the wireless with that could be wired at the same time. Like I said, I did like the length of the cord on this. Having a 2-meter cord, it makes it nice because you can actually lean back away from the laptop and not have to worry about the external noise and be able to watch a movie. That's just me on this subject for now.